So Croatia kick off their World Cup campaign up against Morocco over in Group F. I've got Croatian superfan Stanley Meyer to answer all questions about the game and more, and we're going to chat with him next. That's right, folks. Mom's giving another World Cup Rivals video today. We're going to take a look at Croatia taking on Morocco over in Group F, and we'll get to that in just a second. Of course, if you know where you've been, smash your subscribe button, bang to all things Croatia related, Baba Rose related, World Cup related. We're going to all here, boys. Under one Ruski, that's right. Of course, Croatia finalists last time around. Will they go that step further and maybe get their hands on this guy? That's right. They're playing. Can they do it? We'll see. Of course, we'll chat with them in just a second. Of course, big shout out to the VIPs. They are the patrons, of course. But now for my small corner of the YouTube universe, tell them your name, where you're calling from, and tell us something cool about Croatia.
Hello, everybody. My name is Lovre Nikolac. I'm coming from a small town in between Split and Dubrovnik, a small town called Ploče. Around 10,000 people live here, so not that popular, but it has a very good local team, but that's not the reason we're here. And something good about Croatia. We've got a third place medal and a second place medal in 2018, sadly. So we're looking for that gold.
Now, of course, Croatia kick off their World Cup campaign up against Morocco. Of course, what is the vibe in the nation right now? And what are your expectations heading into the match against Morocco?
We've never been on this sort of high before a big tournament, especially before a World Cup. In 2018, we weren't on that. Weren't expecting much, and we ended with that much. So, but heading into this World Cup, we topped our Nations League group, had a pretty good qualifying for Qatar, and we had a good Euro. We lost to Spain in a very thrilling match, where he came back from 3-1 down to 3-3, and then lost in extra time, sadly. But we've never been at this sort of high and expecting this much from the national team, especially with the quality we have. Some would even argue, and I would even argue, that this team has more quality than the 2018 team. So we're expecting at least a quarterfinal finish, I think.
Now, of course, you were finalists last time around. Fantastic run, of course, over in Russia 2018. Just how far, with the talent that's on display, maybe a little bit of age in that team, but just how far can Croatia go?
Oh, the problem with this year is you have a very good Argentina, a very good Brazil, a France who's still very good, but they just have to find that form. Very good Denmark, who can definitely be a dark horse. England, who can of course go far. Everybody can go far in this tournament, especially with this kind of group, which is very tough to predict, because Morocco and Canada are a bit unknown. But I think we can go far if we finish first. If we finish first, I think we can get to the quarterfinals, even again the semifinals. And then in the semifinals, it's all to play first. So maybe in a final, but I don't like to get ahead of myself.
Now, of course, over the years, Croatia have had some really quality players, and they still do blessed with a lot of talent up and down the pitch. But who's going to be the main man, the key figure for Croatia in 2022?
It's hard to look past Luka Modric. I've done so many interviews in the past few weeks ahead of the World Cup, and every time when you ask me this question, it's tough to say anybody but Modric. Just the way he plays, even at this age, it's ridiculous. He ages like wine, and the way he turns around, the way he leaves players on the floor, the way he just passes the ball, his vision, the pass that no other midfielder except like the top level of midfielders would see. It's amazing, and he can score. He has a belter in him. He takes penalties for us, and for Real Madrid, he's the captain for Real Madrid and for us. So it's hard to look past him. But any other players that I would say to keep an eye on, it's maybe it won't get you out of your seat, but the way he plays, it's certainly gonna impress you. Joško Gvardiol, only 20 years old, he's already playing at the top level at Leipzig. A very good ball playing defender. He can dribble. He can even play a left back if we need him to. Thankfully, we've sorted our left back problems, so I think he will need to. But he's just amazing. So I would certainly say, if you want somebody to keep your eye on, it's Joško Gvardiol.
Now, of course, Morocco are first in your target over in Group F. Going into this bit of a mystery, of course, for most of us. But what concerns you? What players are going to give you the biggest headache heading into this match?
The headaches I'm currently having is the two full backs. The right back is, of course, Achraf Hakimi. Left back, it's another right back, but he's playing at left back for Morocco because they don't have any good left backs. It's Masrouri, who's playing at Bayern Munich with our other right back that we have in the team, which is Josip Stanisic, so he may give us some insight into him. And then their attack is also very good. They have Bofal on the left wing, and striker, they have a very, very good experienced striker in Yusuf Enesiri. And of course, Hakim Ziyech, who's back in the national team after he had a feud with the previous manager who's now been sacked, Halihodzic, who's a very, very rated manager in Croatia. So I think a lot of Croatians are happy that they sacked Halihodzic and decided to go with Ziyech and Matsuri to come back into the national team. So, and of course they have Bono in goal, who is also a very good goalkeeper in Sevilla. So a lot of headaches. But the only headache I'm not having is their midfield. I think our midfield is definitely better than theirs. So that is where we are going to dominate.
Now, of course, I'm going to give you a crit scenario here. Let's just say the coach has been given a bit of food poisoning and he can't manage the game, or at least can't pick the 11. He says, I want you to pick my 11. What's it going to be from the goalkeeper all the way through to the forwards?
It's honestly a very easy first 11 to pick, except if he does get poisoning, I think I would change it too much. But I think I would go for Livakovic in goal first, the only one that has multiple caps. The others aren't that experienced, so Livakovic is an obvious first pick in goal. Then we have, of course, Guardiol and Lovren as centre-back partnerships. Some have talked about Josip Šutalo maybe getting a start, but I still think he's too inexperienced, even though he has provided some very good matches, especially in the Nations League against France. With Martin Ehrlich, who's also been given a shot, but he's very, very inexperienced in these kinds of games. And then a right back, I would have Josip Juranovic, and a left back, Bona Sosa, who's already, I think he's gotten 7 assists this season for Stuttgart in all competitions. So very good crosser of the ball, but it's exactly what we need in our system, where our fullbacks really go up ahead. Midfield is not even a question. Brozovic, Kovacic, and of course Luka Modric. And then striker, Perisic left wing is a guarantee. Then striker, because of my club right here, Hajduk, I would go for Marco Livaja to start because he hasn't played that much for the national team, but when he has proven himself, and he's very good playing with his back to goal, knows how to dribble, knows how to pass, knows how to shoot. Very good at penalties as well. So if Modric doesn't like to take a penalty, so Livaja can take it. And our right wing, Vlasic or Meyer. I would give the whole go ahead to Meyer because he's been really good at Stade Rennais, getting assists, getting goals, but mostly assists. So he's really that creative player that we need in that kind of position up.
Now there is another game going on in your group. Of course, it is Belgium up against Canada with your Croatian hat on. What do you want to happen in that game? But what do you think will happen in that game?
Well, I just watched Belgium lose to Egypt right now. They played a friendly, lost 2-1. Kevin De Bruyne made a big mistake for the first goal and got nutmegged by Mohamed, I think, is the one who scored the first goal. Got nutmegged, and then Mohamed just slots it bottom right corner. So a very good strike from him. But yeah, this has given me hope. So I think Belgium could have a bad tournament, but I think they'll lose to Canada. Canada is a very, very unknown team. They have, I can only name a few players on top of my head. Stefan Eustáquio, who's a midfielder at Porto. Of course, Davies, who's probably going to play up ahead at left wing for them. Then you have Jonathan David. Who else do we have? We have Buchanan, who's a very good right winger, who is very fast. So we'll have to watch out for him on our left flank, their right. So I think I'm hoping Canada takes some points off Belgium, but I don't see it happening in that first match.
Now, of course, the all-important money question here for everyone watching. What's the score going to be? Croatia, Morocco, Group F, opening day. Give it to me straight.
Well, of course, I like this to win, but Morocco is a very, very good side. And as I said, I'm having a few headaches, but I think our midfield will dominate. And with the way we like to play, that we'll get, let's say, a 2-1. It'll be a very close match. We'll get a 2-1, maybe goals from Perisic and maybe a 1 from Kramaric if he starts.
Thanks again. I do appreciate you giving up a bit of your time here to chat all things World Cup, all things Croatia, as of course we get closer to the games itself. Make sure if you guys are out there, if you like Croatia, smash your thumbs up, smash your subscribe, smash the little bell. We've got non-stop content all the way through to the final, of course, and hopefully Croatia or Morocco. Who knows? We'll be there. We'll see about that. But until then, guys, I'll see you soon for the next one. We keep on keeping on.